guys, hello. Welcome back to the Big Fat Psychic channel. I'm so pleased to be reading again for you today. Okie dokie, I've already shuffled them. We're going to look at Rupert Lowe, okay. Now I predicted before that Ben Habib and Rupert, they'd go the separate ways, but then they'd come back together. So I've always seen them as the party to trust, and that's why, well, it's the universe as well. So, but for that, reform would have to be knocked out. So anyway, let's get into it and just see what's going on here. How does Rupert Lowe feel about having his own party? It will definitely happen. It will definitely happen. Oh, I could see the likes of Sue Hall on there and all, you know, all those brave women that have, you know, well, what can I say? All those who are having to survive this government and what they do. So that's a yes. Now, Rupert mentioned about, you know, not having MPs for his party, that he wants new blood, you know, fresh blood, but he wants them from a business background, education, you know, working in these places where it matters as well. Because at the end of the day, you need people who know what they're doing. And quite frankly, well, nothing has worked for the last 100 years, you know. I welcome a new style. So will this be Rupert's new style? Absolutely, you know, the proper people in place and know what they're doing, you know, have that experience on a ground level of not being an MP. So it's not about money and it's not about the glory or the perks or the housing, you know. You want real people in doing a job. The government is a business and it should be run like one. I mean, that's just one side of it. And then you've got everybody else, the lords and this, that and the other, but that's more for passing legislation. Well, again, having the right people in the job can say, well, this is much more effective, cost less, we can do it that way, and then it would be, you know, there to be passed. Could have an honest government. I know people always have that side of them as well, you know, like there'll be things that these people want to gain as well, but in no way will it be as unhealthy as the situation we're in now. How will the public react to Rupert Lowe's party and his ideas? I think once you get big names in, you'll be fine. With it being early days, you know, do you know what? I think that we just become that disillusioned, okay, that some and a lot won't get involved. So that is I'm getting a battle here. Save your energy. How will the public feel? Well, by the time this comes out, not today, I mean, once it's validated, we'll be desperate and forlorn and think, oh, right. So it's apathy, you know, we'll have apathy. And like all these petitions, they don't work. What does Rupert Lowe need at the moment, right now? What does he need from us? I'm getting commitment. Ha! Ha! Look at that. Commitment. Needs people to back him, you know. He needs his voters. He needs me and you to vote. Not about all these fancy people coming in or with job titles or out like that. It's get us first and then get the business leaders on board. But I think he's already got, I'm getting 5 here, so 5 to 7. So he's got 5 dead sets coming his way in experience as well. So yeah, we need to commit. Do you know what I'd do, right? When he says commit, when the universe is telling us to commit, show your support, give him that like, give him a love heart, send him a comment. The more you do it, the more views he gets. Make sure it's his though. Yeah, make sure it's his. That's just a simple, easy way, isn't it? And subscribe to him. So I imagine he's on X. I think he posts things on YouTube as well. So I will start doing that. Come on, guys. It's the least we can do. All right. We need the universe to be able to step in and help. But we have to start pushing those buttons, okay? I mean, I watch him in, you know, I know there's Ben Habib, but I'll do Advanced UK in another reading. But when I've seen him, I think he talks very, very well. He's behaved, he's composed, you know. And I know he's had a spat with Farage and that. I don't know, he was deeply hurt by that, actually. How does... but it's pushed him on a road, you know. It's pushed him down this path, and this is the right path. It was never with Farage. How does Rupert Lowe feel about Farage? Farage. Well, I'm getting they are successful, you know, that he feels as well that reform will be taking over Labour. Now, Rupert would rather have reforming than Starmer, Labour. Maybe they'll do an interview together. I'm getting that now. Maybe he makes comments, you know, but in a positive way to reform. So I kind of feel like, you know, any any bad experience has passed now, you know, because that is politics. It's a dog-eat-dog world. 1 minute you're friends, next minute you're not. Then you're friends, and usually you stay friends after that. So, is Rupert backing reform? Is he backing it? He hasn't said so, so he's not going to back reform, but I think he's holding things close to his chest, okay? So I kind of feel like he's got this inner confidence and certainty. Is Rupert Lowe feeling certain about his part? Yes, look at that, you know. He's very busy, isn't he? He's going to be, we've got great news, so I'm getting that. There'll be news about his party maybe within a couple of months. But we have to start showing that love. Like I say, I won't say anything he's on, just find him and then keep liking him. Everything he posts, like and comment, it gets it more and more and more. I don't know if you make money on it, 'cause I'm not on there. But there's, or should I say, I don't use it. And yeah, you've got YouTube as well. So, raising funds. He's not sharing that. He's not going to back him because he's got his own party coming. That's it. How does Rupert see Ben Habib? He disagrees with him, you know. He disagrees with him. Thinks he's getting it wrong. He also thinks, like, Ben Habib, so in Rupert Lowe's mind, so I don't know about this, but in Rupert's mind, Ben wasn't there for him, you know, when he was, all that fiasco went on. Funny how I said, oh, Rupert Lowe, it's got some kind of illness. Anyway, he didn't have an illness, but Farage accused him publicly of having dementia. I mean, that's awful. So I think that's where it is. So right now, he's not on the forgiving side of Ben Habib, or he just disagrees with certain things. I mean, Ben's on all these programmes as well. I don't know. What does Rupert Lowe think Ben Habib got wrong? He didn't support him, or didn't go with him, maybe, you know. Oh, it's Trump. Does is it Trump? Is that Trump? No. No. That fell out. No, blocked. Okay, rewind. I think that is that Rupert Lowe thought Ben was somebody different to what was portrayed afterwards. So there's weakness there and betrayal as well. So how does Rupert Lowe feel about people calling for these two to get together? How does he feel about getting together? So, this is what Rupert Lowe has, okay? He has peace in his life at last, and stability and lasting. So, that's what he's got now. He's not going to go to somebody else who's going to disagree with him, you know, and his radical ideas. Ben Habib might not think it's, you know, feasible to have new people, business people, extra supporting, you know, differences of ideas. So he's got his own manifesto as well. Now, he doesn't agree with Ben on immigration, so there must be something there as well. It just won't work. Rupert Lowe's all right on his own for now, okay? Maybe Ben Habib has to go through some, get experience. Maybe Rupert does as well. And then when they both know what they're doing, okay, because they ain't, you know, they're not a party yet. I know Ben's launched his, and Rupert will as well, but those parties need to stay as far apart as each other. And that way, they can put pressure on Labour. So it'll be, you know, Ben Habib with his party and then Rupert Lowe. You get those two parties being a majority, they'll just knock Labour out. I mean, there's hardly anyone staying in the Tories. Is that kind of dynamic, you know, right? Is that the way of thinking? Did Rupert Lowe friends sue somebody? Yeah, I'm getting instability here. And protect what's yours. So protect Rupert's ideas, and then protecting Ben Habib's. I think right now, no, don't get together. They're not anyway. Okay, will they ever join forces? You know, join political parties in the future? They'll definitely work together. Okay, so it's got to be. Another thing I would think strategically is Rupert builds up his fan base, Ben does the same, and then when you merge, okay, you become much bigger, and you'll have been able to see from conception to birth to the parties, and then when they get to that stage, you know, the works they've been doing, the trust that they've gained from both of us as well. I mean, I liked Musk working with Trump, but it always becomes about one person. So in Trump's case, it was a lot like Musk was in the front all the time, you know. So, yeah, you have to have those power dynamics either filtered down over time. They need to trust what they're doing, but they need their own paths as well for now. Okay, guys, I hope you've enjoyed that. I have. I love Rupert, and I love Ben Habib, and I know Musk is beyond Ben Habib, but, you know, they'll both prove their worth. So there is hope, and but, you know, this is a couple of years. However, we could all speed it up by doing what I've suggested and supporting these. Now, I'm already a paid member of Advance UK, so I'll find out Rupert, and I'll be going on his as well. Best 10 quid you can ever spend, I'll tell you. Now, I do know that obviously people haven't got £10, so when just hit the like button for them, just, you know, just give them that revenue. Okay, guys, that's it from me. Thank you. Bye now. Bye-bye.